What is up, Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are going to be talking about the latest Star Wars director for a new movie that's supposed to be coming out. We're also talking about the John Wick spinoff that has been announced, Gears of War universe that's supposed to be getting started, and I know a lot of people are going to be happy about that. And then we're also seeing some Spider-Verse news in the interweb waves today. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. I know I am. It's been a lovely Taco Tuesday so far, just working, getting stuff done. You know what I'm saying? And with all that being said, if you guys haven't already, make sure you do check us out on all social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with the latest pop culture news, as well as movie reviews that we come out with here and there every single day. You already know how we do things around here. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a sub and a like on the stream, because it's definitely helpful around here. And make sure you subscribe to join the Super Fam and stay up to date with all the latest content, news, and movie reviews that we cover here all the time. And we're definitely going to be getting back into our trailer reactions, all that good stuff. It's all coming back. Excuse me. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a fantabulous-tastic day today. I know I am, like I said. Tell me how you guys are doing in the chat, and we're gonna jump into chat as well and see how all of you guys are doing today. Darkhold, I believe you were here first. But that comment is no longer available for us to check out. But shout out to my guy, Darkholds. He says, honey, wake up. He's almost live. Wait, where's it at? Why can't I see it? Did I not? Hold on. Let's. Oh, yeah, it's still the one from yesterday. That's why. There we go. Honey, wake up. He's almost live. I'm live now. Honey, I'm a Brovenger. Yes, shout out to our newest Brovenger out here in these streets. Shout out to Darkhold Edits, a.k.a. Dr. Vince, the one and only. We appreciate you, my guy. Much love to you. And, of course, welcome to all the Brovengers. And we appreciate you guys for helping us protect everything nerdy and awesome. Don't forget to stay marvelous, bros. Yo, what up, Marvel Bros? What is up, Team Samurai? Love to see you in the chat, as always. I hope you're having a fantastic day as well. Darkhold says, I'm not even joking. I like DCU Flash more than CW Flash. Season 6, only Season 6 CW Flash. CW Flash is way better than DCU Flash, yo. It's just facts, yo. That's just what it is, man. But I did not continue with the CW Flash all the way. I just kind of stopped that show. I just kind of stopped watching it. I don't know why. I think it was just because I wasn't, watching it on television. I think it was because I didn't have I didn't have cable. Like, who has cable type of thing? That's how it was at the time. I just had all the streaming platforms that I wanted. So I was like, I'll just wait for it to come out on one of those. I'm pretty sure we do see a faster turnaround for stuff like that now. Pina Colada says, hola, what is up with the Pina Colada? Much love to you as well. Love to see all the Brovengers out and about, vibing and whatnot. Hola, Pineapple. Facts. Imagine not being Scottish. Yeah, I don't have to imagine because I am not, and I'm fine with that. I am Brovenger, huh? Yes, you are Brovenger. That is right. OMG, where was the bot that I loved? I believe Streamlabs is still around for you guys. You know what? Let's see. Because, excuse me. Darkhold. Oh, wait. It's not finding you. At Darkhold? Oh, I don't know, man. Oh, well. But yeah, I mean, I think the bot is still around. Oh, you know what? I think we can do, what was it? Top. And that shows the top people. If Streamlabs is still around, I might have to just reconnect it. Andre the Explorer says, hey guys, how's it going? Yo, shout out to the dopest mod around, the most out of sight mod around, I guess I could say. Shout out to you, Andre the Explorer. Love to see you back and around as well. Hi, hope to get in Spider-Verse 2 and 3, Peter 123, Film Noir Spidey, and Spider-Ham. What's up with it, Lewis Barry? How you doing, G? We are going to be checking out that a little. We're going to be talking about Spider-Verse a little bit later on the show, so make sure that you stay around because I am super excited to talk about it. Make sure all you guys stick around, and if you haven't already, please do drop a like on the stream because it does help out with all of the things that we try and get done around these parts, if I do say so myself. So, yes, we will be talking about Spider-Man and all that stuff, but first we are going to be getting into Star Wars. Some pretty dope Star Wars news has come out within the last couple of days, I believe, so we're going to be checking that out. What? This is weak sauce. Okay, well, we're not going to be checking that out then because they're tripping. That's my one thing about articles nowadays, bro. They be like, yo, you want to read this full article? Please sign up for a subscription. Like, fam, I don't even know y'all like that. Like, I just now found this website today. Like, help me out. Let me know that you actually are putting forth some credible news or something. I don't know. That's just crazy. But we have an amazing announcement for Star Wars like we were talking about. Free Guy, Stranger Things, and Deadpool 3 director Sean Levy is in talks to direct a Star Wars movie once he's done with Deadpool 3, which coincidentally will hits theaters 2 years from today. Now we wait to see who Ryan Reynolds will play, and that comes at us from Eric Davis via Deadline. And oh, my bad. Whoa, what's happening? That's not how that's supposed to be. Why is that showing that side now? Okay, hold on. Let's fix that. There we go. There we go. I was like, what in the world is going on here? Yeah, but that is coming at us from Eric Davis via Deadline, as I was saying, and we're actually going to check out this Deadline article. So Sean Levy is in talks to direct a Star Wars film after Deadpool 3 and Stranger Things final episodes, yo. So I am super excited about this. I know we talk about this quite often on the channel that we need to start getting more Star Wars stuff, right? Like, I think that's something that we can all agree is what it's been about 3 going on 4 years since we've had a Star Wars movie. And so, I mean, even though it's been about 3 to 4 years since we've had a Star Wars movie, don't get me wrong, like I do want another one, but I am very nervous about what they might be doing with the show. With the movie, just because we all saw how the last one went, right? So it's in best interest for them to kind of start going in a new direction and focus on that future of Star Wars. And that's something that I definitely want to bring up, possibly on Thursday if we're able to go live, because I am going to see Black Panther Wakanda Forever on Thursday. But for Theory Thursday, what I wanted to do was kind of talk about Star Wars and where they might be going in the future of Star Wars and stuff like that. But if we're not able to do that, then I'll probably just make a video for next week's Theory Thursday, probably, if we can do that. But like I said, yo, I am super excited and happy about this. Let's dive into this article a little bit more and kind of see what this would look like, what this project looks like, I guess you can say, or what it looks like with him being behind the helm as the director for the film. So this is a Deadline exclusive. Let's zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see what's going on. Maybe right there. Deadline can reveal that Sean Levy is in talks to come aboard to develop. To direct a Star Wars film. We are trying to pry loose details of plot and writer, but this we can tell you. Levy will focus on this one after he completes his job directing Deadpool 3 at Marvel and Disney, the one that brings Ryan Reynolds with Hugh Jackman, which I am super pumped for, to be completely honest, because I think that movie is going to be amazing, and a lot of stuff that we've heard about the Hugh Jackman Deadpool stuff, oops, I did not mean to do that, is definitely a dub. So I am super excited to see what we're going to get with all of that. Yo, what is up with it? Music City Soul, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mike Beasy, bro. What's up with it, my guy? We might talk about some of the stuff that you dropped today, man. I don't know. I was thinking about making some separate videos for those spicy things. You feel me? So shout out to Music City Soul, yo. This is the man, the myth, the legend that drops a lot of the info that we cover sometimes when it goes to the insider things that we be talking about. You know what I mean? Drop something on us, Mike Beasy. You know what I'm saying? Drop something on us and let us know something. Okay. This comes at a prolific moment for Levy. He is in post-production on the limited series All the Light We Could Not See, for which Levy directed. That series is on Netflix. He's going to be directing at least 2 episodes of the 5th and final season for Stranger Things, which is dope. And then we got Deadpool 3, The Atom Project on Netflix, and all of these amazing things. That is super crazy and super awesome, right? That we're hearing about for this dude. And I think all of those amazing movies and shows that he's been a part of is an even bigger reason for us to get super hyped about what's to come from Star Wars from this guy, because he does everything else right. So I think him directing something Star Wars would be pretty dope. Star Wars will be his 3rd recent big film at Disney, where he also directed Ryan Reynolds' Free Guy, with the sequel being discussed. I really liked Free Guy. I don't know how you guys felt about Free Guy. You can definitely check out our movie review for Free Guy that we did. I believe we did a movie review for that. Yeah, I believe we did. You guys can check that out. We enjoyed that movie so much. I definitely suggest everyone to check it out. Levi is back in franchises after starting there with the Night of Museum. Oh, I did not know he made Night of the Museum. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Okay, so this film lines up among several spearheaded by A-list directors that Lucasfilms is developing. Others include a film from Taika Waititi, Rogue Squadron from Patty Jenkins, and another from Damon Lindelof, which Deadline recently reported would be directed by Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. Okay, so with this, the thing about this is what makes me the most nervous, right? That was one of the biggest issues when it came to the most recent trilogy, at least for me. For this, when it comes to the sequel trilogy, it was like, okay, they kind of just threw everything at every director and told them to basically do whatever they wanted to do and tell the story however they wanted to tell it. And so I'm hoping that with the new saga that we get into, since we're definitely going to be coming out of the Skywalker saga and maybe going into the Grogu saga or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying. But with that being the thing that we're kind of doing right now, I am all the way for different directors kind of building up this new Star Wars universe that we're going to be diving into, only because if they're not like going into this with like a trilogy, oh, excuse me. Lord, that snuck up on me. If they're not going into this with the trilogy mindset and instead are going to go into it with a saga mindset, like, okay, we're going to have this be the Grogu saga that we're about to tell, or the new Jedi saga, whatever they're going to call it, because I'm definitely thinking they're going to go into a new wave of the Jedi, and the old form of the Jedi is going to kind of not be the main focus anymore. We're going to kind of go into the new wave of Jedi, and I have like a whole idea for this, including like what that Jedi Council might look like and other things, and that's what I'm hoping to go in on next week's Theory Thursday. But yeah, that all sounds like a vibe, and it all sounds like a dub if we get it done right. Taika Waititi, of course, I'm a little nervous about, because he's on the jokier, brighter, ha hee hee side of things, and as we've seen from like the most recent season of Mandalorian, as well as Star Wars Andor, when Star Wars gets serious, it's I think it's a lot better when it's being taken serious instead of being taken as, you know, the overall vibey thing. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, so I believe that is it. Yeah, but Lucasfilms hasn't released a Star Wars film in theaters since 2019's Episode 9, Rise of the Rise of Skywalker. Man, and I am just not full. I just don't want that to be done again. More than anything, I don't want that to be done again. So anything that they can do with Star Wars will definitely be a vibe. And that's why I'm hoping that with The Mandalorian and with everything that we're supposed to be getting there, we'll be able to see a better setup for the future of the Star Wars, just Star Wars. And I don't think it needs to be called anything, but just the new Star Wars saga that we need to get into. I'm hyped for that. So let me know how you guys are feeling about Sean Levy being in talks to direct a Star Wars film. What are your thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about the other directors that we're seeing that are getting eyed at to be creating their own projects as well? Are you hyped about any of those? And I guess, what director would you guys like to see come into the fray with Star Wars? Who do you think would do a good job with it? That's really my question about that. I'm curious, and I'll give you guys how I feel about it as well. I'm changing my name and no one will stop me. Yo, Darkhold, you're a menace, bro. You're definitely a menace. Can't wait for Andor episode 10. Episode 10. I think Kino sacrifices himself for the other prisoners. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping doesn't happen, just because it makes sense for it to happen. So I'm kind of hoping that they give us like, oh yeah, he's about to sacrifice himself, and then one of the other prisoners like save him instead because he's awesome, and then we actually see that he has something to do within the rebellion somehow, some way, or anything like that. I think that would be beautiful. I am super excited to check out Andor tonight, you guys, and I hope you guys are too. If you don't know, I will be going live for that as well. We do watch parties around here all the time. So we watch basically every show that comes out. We try to watch it. And if you guys have any suggestions for shows other than Keeping Up with the Kardashians, because I know the Brovenger's been trying to get me on Keeping Up with the Kardashians and it ain't happening. But you know, if you guys do want to check out that'll be up later. We'll be going live at 11:30 p.m. PST tonight because it drops at midnight. So you guys can tune in with me then when we'll be covering that show and doing our watch party and review. I think it's going to be a dub. I've loved Andor so far. Definitely let me know how you guys feel about Andor in the comments as well. A theory tells me that in 47 years, we will get the first ever omniversal movie, the biggest crossover movie in history. Screenshot this if you think I get it right. Yeah, I think 47 years actually might be a little bit too long. I think we might get that omniversal movie a little bit sooner than a lot of us think. And I'm super down for it, to be completely honest, especially with Fortnite on the rise, bro. The Fortnite is on the rise to taking over everything. So we definitely can see something happen a little bit sooner. So yeah. What's up? Deadpool 3 is going to be bonkers. Deadpool 3 is exactly 2 years away. This is facts. Deadpool 3 is going to be bonkers, and I had no idea that it was going to be 2 years away. What? It's 2 years away from today? That's pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. We're going to blink, and we're going to be at Avengers Kang Dynasty, and we're just going to be like, whoa, what the hell just happened? How did we get here? Lewis says, cool pick with Sean. Hope to get a Ahsoka trailer soon. I think it's really weird that we haven't seen an Ahsoka trailer yet. Or a Mandalorian 3 trailer, because the Mandalorian, or Mandalorian Season 3, but Mandalorian 3 comes out next year, at the beginning of the year. It's like January or February something, right? So it's like, why haven't we seen that take place yet? That's mad weird to me. That's mad weird to me that we haven't seen that trailer. And I really want to see an Ahsoka trailer, at least a teaser. Like, at least give us another teaser, because it's been like a year and a half since we got the last teaser. I feel like it's been so long. So I definitely think we need to get an Ahsoka trailer, and I'm surprised that they didn't drop an Ahsoka trailer after Tales of the Jedi, or like around that or something, you know, just to kind of get those vibes, just to kind of make those vibes continue, because Tales of the Jedi was amazing, and I just would love to see Tales of the Jedi be done again with other Jedis and other Jedis that might fall to the dark side. I would love to see a Tales of the Jedi, and where one of it is like following Shaak Ti, like that's what I was saying yesterday, and then the other one is following the Grand Inquisitor, and we get to actually see kind of that rise and fall of his life. Oh, bruh, because how they did it with Ahsoka and Dooku was perfect. Like, there was beautiful storytelling because their stories kind of weaves together in its own way, and I just would like to see. I think Shaak Ti and the Grand Inquisitor would be dope vibes to see at the same time, because I think Shaak Ti is kind of loved by most people, and we don't really we don't know too much about her just yet. At least live action ways, I guess, or live action and or animated, to be honest. Music City Soul says they're going all in on Star Wars shows. Heir to the Empire coming soon. Isn't Heir to the Empire? Maybe I don't know if I knew about Heir to the Empire, bruh. Yo, is that a Mike Beasley exclusive right there? Heir to the Empire. That sounds fire. That really sounds like we might be getting into some Game of Thrones level shit right there. I'm not gonna lie. Heir to the Empire definitely sounds like we're gonna get like on some Succession mixed with House of the Dragon and mixed with Andor, because I think Andor is gonna change. Like, it bums me out that Andor has not got to take over the way that I kind of wanted it to. I thought Andor was gonna break the internet almost, but it just hasn't. You know, not even B2 Emo has broken the internet like that, and it's kind of like, oh man. It kind of feels like people have given up, bro. I'm not going to lie. It kind of feels like people have given up after Boba Fett, after Kenobi. It just feels like people are waiting for Mandalorian to come back, and they're waiting for Ahsoka. And it's kind of sad, man, that we're at that point, but it does make sense. It does make sense. I'm not going to lie. I thought at least with the Rogue One, because didn't they re-release Rogue One in the movie theaters? I definitely thought that was going to bring a lot of hype, but it just doesn't seem like people are here for it. And maybe that's because we did have amazing shows like House of the Dragon and shows that were, you know, all right, like Lord of the Rings, kind of all taking place at the same time. So hopefully with something like this Heir to the Empire, because I'm getting so many vibes about that just from the name. Hopefully we see them kind of get a better type of grounding with their footing to see what we might get next. Because man, like, I'm here for it, but like, gee, we need something. We need something, please. Like, help us. Somebody help me, please. All right. So let me know how you guys are feeling about all of these amazing things. That Heir to the Empire definitely sounds like a complete vibe, and I am here for all of it. All right, moving on to something else. We got some John Wick news, and this is that Keanu Reeves is in talk to reprise his role as John Wick for the Lionsgate spinoff, which is titled Ballerina, and I believe we actually have some cast for this as well, which is insane. This is insane. We're gonna see a whole entire John Wick universe come to the fray. We are literally in the era of, I don't want to call it cinematic because sometimes there's television stuff going on, right? But still, in the era of cinematic universes, no matter if it's a comic book thing or just another movie I think I got a good thing to say. We're no longer in the era of just franchises. These are actual extended universes now. And we're definitely going to have to, like DC had a good idea with the extended universe name. Just a quick side note, but extended universe means so much more than what they were doing. So I like the DC universe vibe. But we're going into the era of extended universes, and they're going to be there, man. We're going to have everything. And we got the Invincible show, not Invincible. We do have Invincible, but that's not an extended universe. I meant The Boys. We have The Boys going into having their extended universe, right? With going into Gen V. That's going to be a dub. We have The Walking Dead going into their, I mean, they already have an extended universe over there with The Walking Dead, with everything that they're doing. But now we're seeing more and more of these these big companies try and create more of a vibe for all of these places, for their communities, for all of these critically acclaimed things. Avatar: The Last Airbender is about to get their own extended universe. Well, they kind of have it, but it's going to get extended even more. And with all of these different things that we're seeing come into the fray, it's like, this is amazing. Like, it makes me want to go back and watch every John Wick movie, even though I have never seen them. But I know it's amazing. If Battery was here, he would probably be excited and be able to tell us everything that we need to know about the ballerinas. But I don't know about the ballerinas, and I don't know what's really going on here. But we still gonna talk about it because I know it's critically acclaimed and people freaking love it. So when it comes to this beautiful extended universe coming into the fray that is John Wick, I don't know what it would be called. I don't know if it would be called the John Wick universe or something like that. Maybe they have a name for it. Maybe we can find it in here. Keanu Reeves has entered negotiations to reprise his role as the hitman John Wick in the film in Ballerina, a new spinoff to his action franchise for Lionsgate. Deadline can confirm. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but this is the second spinoff that we're going to be getting from the John Wick series. The first one being the Continental Hotel series or something like that. It's something like that, about the Continental Hotel that is a big pillar within the John Wick universe as well. While the studio couldn't be reached for comment, it's understood that Reeves will join an ensemble led by Ana de Armas, I believe that's right, which will also include Ian McShane. The latter will reprise his role as the Continental Hotel manager Winston, which he's played since the original John Wick film was announced earlier today. Yes. Ballerina will watch as a young female assassin, De Armas, seeks revenge against the people who killed her family, as Wick has against those who have done him wrong. In 3 films released between 2014 and 2019, production on the spinoff is now underway, with Lynn Wiseman directing from a script by Shay Hatton. Basil Iwanik, Erica Lee, and Chad Stileski are producing, with Brady Fujikawa and Chelsea Kujawa overseeing the project for Lionsgate. Reeves will next appear as Wick in John Wick Chapter 4, which is slated to release in theaters on March 23rd of 2023. The actor also recently signed on to star in a Constantine sequel at Warner Bros. That will reteam him with director Francis Lawrence, as we told you first. Okay, so this is awesome. This is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. This is amazing. Because I just love that like I said, man, I just love that extended universes are becoming more and more of a thing for all of the different fandoms to be able to join up and enjoy and to spark new love for these fandoms that, other people may not have known about before. So I think this is a major dub, and the fact that we have these actors being cast and we got John Wick coming back, even if we have it be like John Wick being in there for something else that he did before, and then we get a little continuity, with him doing something, or, his picture pop up or whatever the case may be, I think it's going to be a dub no matter what. And we know John Wick, bruh, Keanu Reeves is the guy. Like, Keanu Reeves loves what he does, and he loves fans. So if fans want it, he's going to be the guy to make it happen for him. for sure. And I think that's a major dub. And I think everybody else probably is going to think this is a major dub too. So let me know how you guys feel about the John Wick extended universe becoming a thing, the Lionsgate spinoff Ballerina, as well as the Continental Hotel spinoff that we're supposed to be getting. Spinoffs all the way around. Let's get it going, and I think it's about to go down. I'm super hyped for this. I'm super hyped for all of the things to come, and I hope you guys are too. All right. So, man, speaking of extended universes, and I promise I didn't make this segue happen like this purposely, but speaking of extended universes, there is another extended universe that's about to come into the fray, but this extended universe is coming at us from video games, and I mean, these are video games that I have never myself been able to play or enjoy, just because the third person type of style of this video game is not my cup of tea. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're of course talking about Gears of War. Netflix has partnered or picked up Gears of War, and they're going to get a feature film adaptation as well as an animated series. Yo, this is insane, and this is an exclusive coming at us from The Hollywood Reporter. And I think this is a major dub because, as I was just saying, yo, the extended universes are something that we can all get on top of. It really sucks like that we've seen a lot of extended universes fail, like the Dark Universe, for example, that failed before we really got to get the footing for that. What else failed as an extended universe? I can't think of what. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Oh, G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe definitely failed as an extended universe, which is really sad because I think they had something just special there. But alas, it's gone. But yeah, yo, shout out to Hollywood Reporter. Everybody knows who they are. If you don't know who they are, you probably do. So the Gears of War video game franchise is going to get a feature film and animated series adaptation at Netflix. So this is crazy. So the announcement comes after long months of negotiations in a competitive environment, with the streamer nabbing the media rights and partnering with the Coalition, the Canadian game developer behind the franchise. It also comes on the franchise's 16th anniversary. The first Gears of War game was released on November 7th, 2006. So that is insane, yo. I didn't know that's how old that game is. Netflix has grand ambitions for the title and a plan that includes first adapting the video game saga into a live-action feature, followed by an adult animated series. If everything turns up roses, more stories would follow. Yo, I think this is a super dub. People love Gears of War. What? I think a Gears of War live action movie and animated show, I think both of those things would take over and break the internet for sure. And I think that's just the type of thing that Netflix needs in order to kind of get a lot of the nerds back on the Netflix bandwagon, I guess you can say, because we're there, but you know, they cancel everything. Jupiter's Legacy was awesome. It got canceled. We got season 2 of Sandman coming. That's confirmed. So that's another thing that's going to bring the nerds back. Stranger Things isn't going to be there for a while, but we do know that the creators of Stranger Things have created Upside Down Productions, I believe is what it's called, to where they're going to be creating a lot more of their projects like that. But the one thing that Netflix doesn't have on is this type of thing, the sci-fi thing. When they had Cowboy Bebop come into the fray, gone. They had Lost in Space come in, gone. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going on with this, and I'm really excited to see them kind of move forward with this and see where it goes. Because as I said, a lot of my gamer friends that I know love Gears of War, and it got a lot of people into gaming. So this being adapted into a movie will be incredible for them, and I think for the gaming just side of things, period, when it comes to them getting like television movie adaptations in general. No filmmakers or producers are attached to the project yet, but with the video game franchise getting a fresh start after several big studio attempts at adaptation, the game is set on a planet on the brink of societal collapse when a monstrous threat in the form of underground creatures known as the Locusts take humanity to the verge of extinction. Delta Squad, a ragtag fire team led by disgraced Sergeant Marcus Phoenix, is now charged with leading humanity's last stand. With over 40 million copies sold across 6 installments plus spin-offs, the franchise is considered one of gaming's richest and most well-regarded sagas, with a passionate fan base. And this is the reason why you have to be careful with how you tread and move forward, because with passionate fan bases comes hell. Because if you don't do something right, and if something isn't, vibing with them the right way, it's going to be bad. I mean, just look at what happened with Halo, right? I mean, I'm surprised that Halo's getting another season, but as a lot of people despised Halo because it did nothing for the source material. There is no love for the source material like whatsoever at all. So it'll be interesting to see what is going to happen with this, because if they don't go to the source material, people are going to be tripping. And that'll be the biggest L that we see happen probably in our lifetime. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm interested in this. I would like to know how you guys are feeling about this, because it's definitely something interesting to look at and think about. Gears of War is going to be getting its own not only movie adaptation, but will also be getting a series that will be more adult like, and it will be, going off into more spinoffs, creating its own Gears of War extended universe. How's everyone feeling about that? I'm pretty excited about it. I just hope that, Netflix doesn't drop the ball. This is something that we'll probably see happen. Probably we'll see this come into the fray, honestly, around 2025, maybe 2026. We still need to get our Avatar show from Netflix. I mean, we've been waiting on that forever. It's been a really long time that we've been waiting on the Avatar, the Last Airbender live action adaptation at Netflix. And a lot of their adaptations for animes this far have not been accepted well by the audiences. So it'll be really interesting to see what they do with this. Let me know how you guys are feeling in the comments down below. Andre the Explorer just wanted to say have a great stream tonight and watch party. I gotta go beat some Avengers at darts tonight. LOL, Sensei knows what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Much love to you, Andre the Explorer. We love having you here. You already know. I hope you have a good time tonight at your dart game, and I hope you guys get the W. Take the Avengers down. Let them know that it's only the Bro-Vengers out here. No Avengers, just Bro-Vengers. What is your team called, bro? I don't think I know what your league is called. So let me know what the name of your team is that you're on, because I am definitely interested in knowing who's out there going to be taking out the Avengers for the Bro-Vengers. Am I right? And then another thing, just so you guys know, we are going to be introducing a weekly Q&A to the channel. So if you guys click that link right there in the chat right now, it'll take you to the post where you guys will be able to put your questions under there. And then on Wednesdays, we'll go through the Q&As and talk about them. If there's enough of them, that is. But I think there will be once we get with the ball rolling and we start getting back into the algorithm again. I'm pretty sure we're going to have everybody showing up, coming with their questions and whatnot, because that's just kind of how things go around here, and it's always Viberuski. So, yeah, I hope you guys are definitely ready. Hope you guys are ready for, our weekly question and answer that we are going to be bringing to the channel. So any questions that you guys have about Star Wars, DC, Marvel, anything, you guys can ask those questions on those chats, and then we'll bring it into here, dive a little deeper into the question and what you're talking about, and we'll get it going and let you guys know what's going on. So yeah, that'll be one of the new things that we are doing starting maybe next week or the week after, depending on when we get a sufficient amount of questions. Every week on Monday as well, that's when the weekly Q&A post will go out for you to drop your Qs. Just so one doesn't get over flooded and I can't and I gotta go down and find it. I don't want to do all that. So we'll just go through we'll just go do them weekly, drop them weekly, then you guys can check them out weekly. So yeah, that'll be a vibe. I am super pumped for that to go down, and I think you guys will like it as well. Especially once we get, once Black Panther Wakanda Forever comes out, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a lot more questions about the certain things and stuff like that. And I'll be trying to promote the weekly Q&A on these pages, on the live, so you guys can know to, tap in and catch up. But yeah, Gears of War is definitely lit. I'm happy about that. Can't wait to check it out. And let's talk about the Spider-Verse next, yo. We talked a little bit about Into the Spider-Verse yesterday, talking about how Daniel Kaluuya is going to be joining the Spider-Verse voice cast as Spider-Punk. I believe we talked about that. Did we talk about that? Maybe we didn't talk about that. Nah, I don't think we did talk about that. Okay, so that's where we'll start then. We'll start with my guy, Daniel Kaluuya, coming back to, or not coming back, but coming to Into the Spider-Verse to voice Spider-Punk, which I think is awesome. This dude is amazing. We've seen him in Black Panther. We've seen him in Get Out. We've seen him in Nope. We've seen him literally taking over our television screens. Yahya Abdul and Jonathan Majors, those three actors kind of came out of the woodwork and just have been crushing it ever since. So that's a dub. I think that's a dub, and I think this is dope that we're going to see him coming into Sony's Spider-Verse as Spider-Punk. And, man, it doesn't stop there. We're going to be talking a lot more about a lot more than just him coming in as Spider-Punk. But let's check out this article and see what we're going to be getting from him. So the actor has joined the cast of Sony Pictures Animation's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, a sequel to the groundbreaking Into the Spider-Verse, which also nabbed an Academy Award. I forgot about that. I forgot it nabbed an Academy Award. He will be voicing the role of Hobart Hobby Brown, a.k.a. Spider-Punk. The film follows Miles Morales as Brooklyn's friendly Spider-Man plunged into the multiverse, where he joins forces with Gwen Stacy and a new team of Spider-Folks to face off with a villain more powerful than anything. We already know that. Additional cast includes Shamik Moore as Miles, Oscar Isaac as Miguel O'Hara, a.k.a. Spider-Man 2099, Haley Steinfeld as Gwen, Brian Tyree Henry as Miles' dad, Jefferson Davis, Luna Lores as Miles' mom, Rio Morales, Issa Rae as Jessica Drew, and Spider-Woman, a.k.a. Spider-Woman, and then Jorma Tacone as Vulture, Rachel Dratch, whatever, as Greta Lee, and then Jason Schwartzman as Spot. So that is the cast that we know of so far, but the cast is much, much bigger than that, and it is going to be insane. We have reports that we are going to damn near see every Spider-Man that has ever been Spider-Man in this Across the Spider-Verse movie. This includes reports that we may be seeing Tom Holland Spider-Man being in Across the Spider-Verse, as well as Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Man, I kept wanting to say Tom. But as well as Tobey Maguire. It's been rumored that we will see all three of those Spider-Men in Across the Spider-Verse. Not only them, but we may also see Spider-Man from the PS4 video game in this movie as well as a bunch of other spiders, yo. And it just sounds really freaking dope and amazing. And this may also continue into the Madam Web show movie that we're supposed to be getting. I don't think that's next year. I think it's the year after that, but I can't be exactly sure. But it's supposed to be, on with the Madam going into the Madam Web movie, which is said to be basically Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse mixed with Spider-Man No Way Home, but on steroids for both of them. And I'm super pumped for that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So I hope everybody else is pumped for that. Any Spider-Man news is always W news. Yeah, it's going to be 2024. February 16th, 2024 is when that movie's supposed to be coming out, which I am super hyped for. I can't wait for it. I think it's going to be a major dub, a major W. So Let me know you guys are feeling about that, bro. Because Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was probably one of the dopest shows or movies or whatever one of the dope movies. That's what it is. One of the dopest animated movies that I have seen in a while. Like, it's definitely up there. Probably the best comic book movie that I've ever seen. That is in, once again, cartoon, because it's hard for me to rank animated things next to live action things, just because I watch so much anime and so much live action things that they're both in leagues of their own, because you're not able to get away with a lot of things that you can get away with in animated stuff that you can, in live action. So that definitely means something to me. So I try to be a little bit more, not fair, but, just rate those things according to how they are. And I freaking love Into the Spider-Verse. I was literally like at a loss for words when I first checked it out. And ever since then, I've just been waiting for Across the Spider-Verse and so on and so forth. So I think it's going to be a major dub, and I can't wait to see these other Spider-Men into the fray, yo. Like, to see Tom Holland's Spider-Man animated on screen would be a major dub. And then to see Toby's and Andrew's as well, it's just peak. That's just all peak right there. And I can't wait for it. So you guys let me know if you're hyped for it as well, because I am definitely hyped for it. Man, for sure. And yo, I'm not gonna lie, there wasn't too much news and stuff that had came out about too much of anything, you guys. So though that's kind of the news that had come out, but we also are gonna dive a little bit deeper into some more Star Wars stuff, just because Star Wars is awesome, and we do have some stuff about Star Wars coming in. I'm just trying to check the interwaves and see. Wow. Indiana Jones series is in the works. That's insane. I don't think I expected that at all. But that's definitely a dub. Yeah, that's definitely a dub. I think Indiana Jones is going to be an amazing movie when that comes out. I got to go through and watch them all, and for this new one that's coming out. But an Indiana Jones series is going to be kind of weird. I don't know if that is necessarily the strat. I don't know if people are going to really like that too much. Just because when it comes to Indiana Jones, what is it? The last one? I think the last one was like trash, if I'm not mistaken, and it broke a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So they're definitely gonna have to watch what they do over there at Disney with Indiana Jones. But Disney's not letting Indiana Jones go. You feel me? So this movie is definitely gonna probably be some type of send off for Harrison Ford. And because it's like, bruh, they want to continue Indiana Jones, but come on, bruh's 76, 77 years old. So I don't think bruh's gonna try to be Indiana Jones for the rest of his life. But he is about to be Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross in the MCU, which is a major dub. So I think Harrison Ford being at Disney is gonna be awesome. We know he doesn't have to reprise Han Solo anytime soon, at least. But I think the movie's gonna be a dub for show, and I think a series about Indiana Jones will probably be awesome. They're still looking for a writer to take on the project, so there's no plot details that are available. But it is unknown if a series would serve as a prequel to or as a spinoff of the film franchise, or if it would tie into the upcoming 5th Indiana Jones film, similar to how Disney has tied its Marvel shows on Disney Plus into the cinematic universe. Man, we're getting another extended universe with Indiana Jones. That would probably be dope. The move to potentially develop an Indiana Jones show comes as Harrison Ford has stated he is done playing the character after the 5th film. So that's why I was talking about that this is going to have to be a send-off to maybe his protege, his daughter, his son, I don't know, exploring a number of options to keep the franchise going, which could mean a series, new films, other media, or a combination. It would be the first show, if the series should move forward, it would be the first show to make it, the first Indiana show to make it to air since the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles aired for 2 seasons on ABC from 92 to 93. I didn't even know about that. I've never heard of that before in my life. That's hilarious. Indiana Jones is one of the most iconic pop culture characters of all time. Ford has played him in 4 blockbuster films to date: Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, The Last Crusade, and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. George Lucas and Philip Kaufman created the character, with Steven Spielberg having directed the first 4 films in the franchise. The 5th film is directed by James Mangold. Collectively, the 4 films have grossed $1.3 billion worldwide. That's not bad. That's a good amount of money for them to bring in, yo. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a dub, and I'm really hoping that it's done justice, because I know, like they even said in the article, Indiana Jones is pop culture icon. So I really hope it's done right, and we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens there. I didn't think we were gonna see more Indiana Jones after the 5th one, but it makes sense that we are. I think it's unfortunate, but it does make sense. Okay, so now we got something to talk about, ladies and gents. Let's talk about Yaddle. Because if you guys saw Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, man, then you know that Yaddle, we got more of Yaddle's backstory, history. Yo, Nico, what is up with it, my guy? Nico Briones, how you doing, my G? My guy says, what's up, bro? It's raining like cats and dogs where I live. Yeah, it was raining like cats and dogs out here too earlier, but it's kind of been on and off with the rain. I'm not going to lie. It's been raining, and then it's not been raining, and then it's been raining. It rained super hard last night, if I'm not mistaken, and it was raining really hard this morning. But, I'm just happy that it's not summer anymore, because it was summer until until the middle of October. It was summertime. So I'm happy that we getting some rain and some cold weather finally, because man, it was ridiculous. It was like, why the hell is it so hot right now? Just like 2 weeks ago, it feels like, so I'm happy about it. Bring on more sunshine and rain. It's all love. But thank you for tuning in, Nico. I hope you're having a great day, other than the cats and dogs hitting you in your face. You dig? But yo, Dave Filoni came out, and I guess he told us a little bit about what was going on with Yaddle and the Tales of the Jedi, because he was talking about how he casted Bryce Dallas Howard as Yaddle in the Tale of the Jedi. So if you guys haven't seen Tales of the Jedi, we are going to be getting into a little bit of spoilers, not going to lie. But, it's dope, because what is it, 15 minutes? They're like 15-minute episodes each for a total runtime of about an hour 30, so 90 minutes in all. Hour and 30 minutes or 90 minutes, however you like to look at time stuff. But yeah, so and I'm gonna just go ahead and say I had no idea that Bryce Dallas Howard was the voice of Yaddle in that episode. So I just wanted to get that out there. I had no idea whatsoever, but shout out to Nerdist, because that's who this is coming at us from. Yaddle first appeared on the screen in Star Wars The Phantom Menace, a member of the Jedi Council and the same species as Yoda. She was present when Qui-Gon Jinn brought news to the Council about his encounter with the Sith Lord on Tatooine, but we didn't see Yaddle in the Star Wars movies after that. But now the Tales of the Jedi shows more of her story and her death at the hands of none other than Count Dooku. Director and actor Bryce Dallas Howard voices the character in the animated shorts. And we talked to Tales of the Jedi executive producer Dave Filoni about casting her as Yaddle and Yaddle's final moments. Yaddle's compassionate. Yaddle, up to the very end, is trying to give Dooku an out, Filoni says. She discovers Count Dooku talking to Darth Sidious and processes the Jedi's betrayal to the Order in that moment. But, as Filoni notes, she approaches her fellow Jedi with kindness. Yaddle tells Dooku she stepped down from the council because she shares some of his concerns. Then, she extends him a hand back towards the light. She's attempting to give him a way to just say, "I'm sorry," Filoni explains. But there's two sides of it there where she's saying, "None of that matters, just come with me now and you can right this terrible wrong you're about to do." And Sidious is like, "You can't trust her. You know you can't trust her. You came to me because you couldn't trust them," which is a fact. Yo, if we ain't gonna talk about anything, we gotta talk about how much of a master manipulator that man Darth Sidious is. Yo, you gotta at least give him some of his credit, because that guy just be literally finessing everybody like he just be finessing everyone. Like, that is a Sith mind trick, not a Jedi mind trick. My guy is out there. Count Dooku has to decide who to believe and whose vision best aligns with his. He chooses Palpatine, and by killing Yaddle, he seemingly crosses into the point of no return. Filoni says Yaddle has a great heart and she perseveres, and for a moment, when she lifts the door, Dooku looks at her and he sees the truth of what a powerful, good, benevolent person she really is, yo. Because Yaddle is that one, yo. R.I.P. to the homie. Yaddle stood up to evil until the very end, which, according to Filoni, is very Bryce. He's always trying to rope Howard in. Bryce is a big fan of what we've done in the animation over the years. I'd love to get her to direct something in animation, Filoni says. She loves Star Wars and she knows the world well. What? That's lit. I didn't know that. We've been in it together for a while. I always see that first season of Mando with Bryce, Rick, Deb, and Taika. We were all working so much together simultaneously, and we have a first-year bond. Oh, wow. That's awesome. So, we're always seeing each other and showing each other stuff. And I started working on these, and I thought, hey, you should do the voice of Yaddle. It'd be really fun. It's not like a massive commitment, obviously, because I've got to kill her. Rip. Yo, that's a big rip. Howard was all for it, and they considered whether Yaddle should speak like Yoda. Does she speak backwards? I'm like, no, I don't think so. That's a Yoda thing, Filoni recalls. Frank Oz told me once that Yoda speaks that way specifically in honor of his own master. That was what he had thought about it. I keep trying to forward these thoughts, and Bryce on her own made a great Yaddle. Yo, so this is the biggest thing out of this out of this article to me. Does she speak backwards? I'm like, no, I don't think so. That's a Yoda thing. Frank Oz told me once that Yoda speaks that way specifically in honor of his own master. That was what he had thought about it. I try to keep moving forward these thoughts. Yo, okay, so what this means is Yoda speaks in his riddles because I believe we all assumed that race that Yoda is, they all talk like that. I think that's what we all thought. I'm pretty sure we all thought that that all of the Yoda, all of Yoda's race. Does Yoda's race have a name? My bad, I can't think of it. Yeah, I don't think we have a name. I don't think we have a name for Yoda's species. I think it's just like the species, right? Lanik, is that it? No, I think the Lanik are something different. Yeah, I don't think we have a name for Yoda species. Yeah. Nah, we don't know. We don't know. But we all thought, I'm pretty sure we all assumed that the entire species of Yodas, like the Yoda species, all talked in that manner. But in all actuality, they don't. It's just Yoda that talks like that, and he speaks like that in specific reasons to honor his master. And what that makes me think of is like when we see Grogu in the future, because we're definitely going to see like a future Grogu being a Yoda type figure in a Jedi Council in the future of Star Wars. That's my Star Wars theory, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm gonna go into that more on Theory Thursday. But what I'm thinking is when we get that, I think it's definitely going to be vibe, bro, and it's gonna drive all of us crazy when we see it because it's gonna be like, we know Grogu. Like that was one of the biggest things about Yoda. Like at first, when we first all see Yoda, is we don't really have that much of a backstory of Yoda. We want to know more about him. We need to know more about him. Well, right now we're getting the backstory for Grogu, and I think it makes so much sense for a Yoda species to continue to be quote unquote the center of the Jedi because like there's not really another way that you can look at that, but Yoda is the center of the Jedi for that first for the first like trilogy and even into the for the original trilogy and even into the sequel trilogy. Like he is the center of the Jedi like order. Like even if it's not there that much in the original trilogy, even when he's talking to Luke and it's like Return of the Jedi, it's like, bruh, it's the Return of the Jedi because Yoda is a Jedi that's teaching a Jedi. So now the Jedis are coming back because you got a master and apprentice now type of vibe. At least that's the way that, So with all that being said, it seems like we are going to be getting an amazing, like, I can just see Grogu. Grogu's 50 years old right now. Give me 100-year-old, 120-year-old Grogu with the Darksaber. He's learned everything. We got the Mandalorian bruh is gone now because he outlived him or whatever the case may be. And we hear him say Dan Ferrick or something like that. That's what that is, He would speak like a Mandalorian. He would no doubt have his Mandalorian chainmail armor and all that type of stuff because that's who his master was or that's who his pops was, his master, his trainer, whatever you want to call it. That's just what it would be, and that is very similar to what we see with Yoda speaking in terms of honoring his master, because I believe the Jedi, like when Yoda was Grogu's age, basically, if I'm not mistaken, that's how that worked. The Jedi, it was like not the High Republic, but basically before the High Republic, and in those days, the Jedi spoke in that manner, and that is basically a form of like Old English. It's almost like they're speaking in the Old English, and like "'twas the night," or ye all the ye old, or whatever how they talk. Like that's kind of the Star Wars equivalent. Is Yoda's speech is that. And I think that's a dub, and I think it's awesome that we saw all that stuff about Yaddle, and I hope we get more about Yaddle soon, because Yaddle is a whole vibe. So let me know how you guys feel about Yaddle, Yoda, and all that good stuff, and I hope you guys are here for Star Wars Theory Thursday that we're going to be doing. It's going to be awesome. Hoping to get some new stuff going on the channel. I want to bring some new people in here and there, so hopefully we can get like some new host things going on and all that type of stuff popping. So hopefully we can get it all moving and get the channel booming again and all that good stuff. I think it'll be a vibe. Hope to get Spider-Verse 2 trailer soon. Yeah, man, we definitely need a Cross the Spider-Verse trailer ASAP. I think that'll be dope, bro. I don't know if you were in here, Lewis, when we were talking about Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and the PS4 Spider-Man supposedly supposed to be making their debut within Spider-Verse 2, or at least their animated debut, I should say. And that'll be a huge vibe. I can't wait. But yeah, bro, I'm super happy for that. I think all of those Spider-Verse, I think everything about Spider-Man is going to be amazing for the next couple of years. Like Like when we get Madam Web, it's going to be lit. Whenever Spider-Man comes back to the MCU, that's going to be fire. When we get the Spider-Man animated show for the Disney Plus, that's going to be, bro, I'm just so ready for all of it. I would love if we got the Spider-Man that's supposed to be in the MCU in that Across the Spider-Verse 2 movie. Like, bro, what? Yes, sign me up, put a stamp on it, mail it, because I need it. I need that today. Not yesterday. Today. Yo, I'm super excited for all of the amazingness that is to come. I'm super excited for Star Wars Andor tonight. It's going to be a vibe for sure. We've talked about pretty amazing things today. Like I said, it was kind of a slower day on the things to talk about. Hope everybody's having a vibey Taco Tuesday. We're going to have tacos tonight as well. I can't wait. I love me some tacos, and I feel like it's been a little minute since I've had some. So, with all that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in. If you guys have anything else you would like to talk about or any discussions you want to open up, you can definitely drop it in the chat because I would love to talk and discuss those things. Like I said, the question and answer is going to become a weekly thing that we're going to be doing around here. So if you guys have any questions that you would like answered, you guys can definitely drop them in the post that we have on our YouTube channel. You can go find that post, drop your question under there, and then when we do our weekly Q&A, we will pull the questions from there and answer them as we see fit, and so on and so forth, which will definitely be a vibe. So I hope everybody's gonna continue to have an amazing and awesome day. You guys all rock socks. If you haven't already, make sure you follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all of the latest content, news, discussions, and more, because we always are talking about news and having discussions about all these amazing different things. And also check me out. Follow me on social media at Sensei Finito. You can follow me on everything, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can follow me on everything at Sensei Finito. And I definitely appreciate you guys. You guys rock for showing up and showing out today. Like I said, we're trying to get back into the flow of things with these news flashes. So we'll be doing these. We'll try to be doing these daily. And if we're not doing a news flash, we will be going live daily at least. Thursday, I don't think we're going to be doing the pop culture. I don't think we'll be doing a news flash on Thursday because Black Panther Wakanda Forever is coming out on Thursday. Reviews are out now. You know me, I don't go into those reviews and stuff like that because I like to be able to have my own opinion once we watch it. So we're not going to go super deep into any of the reviews, but it is looking pretty good because if I'm not mistaken, the last time I saw it, it was like at a 94 or a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes, which is a major dub. So I think this movie is also projected to make like $356 million in the first box office opening weekend. So I'm super hyped for this movie, bro. Wakanda Forever is going to be amazing. Can't wait to see Namor. Can't wait to see Ironheart. So you guys will definitely be able to expect my movie review for that. Probably on Thursday I'll do a review for it as soon as I walk out the theater and probably post that on the channel, and then I'll also do a review going live and like kind of doing a review that way as well. So hope you guys tune in for all of that. You guys rock socks. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to join the super fam and drop a like on the stream to stay up to date with all of the things that we talk about and discuss here on the channel. You guys definitely rock. We're going to be trying to pump out more trailer reactions as well as regular YouTube videos, not just the lives. So we're going to be trying to do a little bit, kind of a lot, but we're not going to be stressing ourselves out about any of the lot that we're about to be doing because, we still got the esports team to run, and we still have our own our business to run as well with our clients and all that good stuff. So we're going to try and make sure we have everything right on track. So you guys rock. It's been awesome, and it's been a pleasure to nerd out with you guys today. If you are not a Brovenger, please do join the Brovengers to, to help us protect everything that is nerdy and awesome, because that is what we do here. And don't forget, for all of you guys to stay awesome, stay nerdy, and most importantly, stay marvelous. Excelsior.